What's good, everybody? Shout out to anybody that's viewing this video because I just got back from a week break, and a lot of you were like hitting me up on Instagram and Twitter asking why I've been gone for so long. And I had some family in town, so I was actually chilling with them because I don't see them very often. Also, I just want to say thank you for getting me up to 550 subscribers. That's actually crazy because I haven't uploaded in a week, and I'm still seeing growth, so I really do appreciate that, y'all. Yeah, and not only that, but you guys showed a lot of love on the last video, so I really do appreciate that too. As you guys can probably see from the title, this story is actually going to be the first time I smoked weed, and it's a pretty interesting story. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. So yeah, let's hop right into this. Alright, so this story actually starts off 2 years ago, my sophomore year in high school. And my sophomore year of high school, I went to school, 7 hours a day, just like anyone else. And my last class of the day would always be film studies, which was just basically a class where it was like a free period. We just sat in there and watched movies, you know what I mean? And occasionally we'd have to like write something down on a piece of paper about the movie, but that wasn't that often. So yeah, pretty much everyone in there knew that it was a free period, and it's kind of just like a class everyone took to mess around and just like chill, right? And that's the exact reason I took that class, is just so I could chill and like kind of have a free, a free period. So this was about halfway through the school year, maybe like even more than that, 3/4 of the way. I'm not really sure, but I know it was towards the end of the year. And I actually had a friend in there. I'm gonna just call him Cole, right? This Cole kid, he always brought his wax pen into this class, and he was always like hitting the wax pen during the movies and stuff, right? And like the way the tables were, the lights would be off because we were watching a movie, right? And we were in like the back corner, far away from like the teacher. Like we were the desk furthest away from the teacher that there was in the classroom, right? So yeah, he would always be, chiefing his wax pen in class. And I'm sure most of you know what a wax pen is. I don't think I really have to explain that. But yeah, one day we were in the class, right, and he was doing his thing. He had a bag of Takis. He was eating his Takis. He was chiefing his wax pen. And everybody at the table, I remember this other kid like that sat across him and to my right, because I was on the end of the table. His name was Blake, right? And I remember he asked if he could hit the wax pen. And then this Cole kid got like super excited because he was always asking us if anybody like wanted to hit it with him, and nobody would ever do it. So yeah, Blake ended up hitting the wax pen that day too. And I remember they were like looking at everyone else around the table, and they were like, well, since Blake just hit it, we should get everybody to hit it. Like, we might as well, right? Now, before this, I was always like super skeptical about like smoking weed or wax or anything like that. Like, I had never done it before. I don't know why, but I was just like super weird about it. Like, I always thought like if you smoked weed, you were just gonna like get hella lazy, or like I don't know what I thought, but I was just like never really with it, right? But yeah, they ended up talking me into it. They peer pressured me, and so I ended up taking a hit. Now I remember I took a hit and I waited like 10 minutes and nothing happened. So I told them, I was like, should I be feeling something by now? And they were like, it kind of depends, you know what I mean? Give it some more time. So I waited like 10 more minutes, I didn't feel shit. So I told him, I was like, all right, bro, yeah, I'm not feeling nothing. Let me get another hit. So I ended up, taking like another hit, and again, nothing happened. So like it was kind of towards the end of the class period. So I was just like, all right, whatever, you know what I mean? This is not gonna get me high. It's all good. It was kind of disappointing because like I had my mind made up that day that I was gonna smoke, but nothing happened. So a couple days go by. I say like 2 more days, right? And we're in this class again. End of the day, same thing, you know what I mean? Cole's chiefing his wax pen. It's the usual going on, right? And they like looked at me and they were like, yo, bro, you still trying to get high? Like, you didn't get high last class, you want to get high? And I was like, yeah, you know what, I'm down. So I hit it again. I remember I took 2 hits out of his wax pen this day, and I felt that shit hit the back of my lungs. I was like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna get high off this. Like, I just knew, like, there was no way I didn't get high now, right? So yeah, I'm sitting there, I'm just waiting for it to kick in. I remember we were watching Cars. I don't know if it was like Cars 2, Cars 3, it doesn't really matter. But we were watching Cars, right? Because this is a film studies class. And I remember I was just sitting there, and they were telling me, they were like, bro, you gotta bump music when you're high, dog. Like, it changes everything. So I had like Lil Uzi ready, ready to play as soon as I got high. I was just sitting in class waiting for it to kick in, and that shit crept up on me like so bad. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I was just sitting there looking at the screen. All my friends were like looking at me, looking at the screen, like waiting for me to feel it, right? And that out of nowhere, boom, it hits me, right? the tree hits me, or the wax hits me, right? And I'm just sitting there, and it's like, it's something I had never felt before. So that shit was crazy. Like, when I tell you this was a bad first time, like, I did not have fun this first time smoking. Like, it wasn't fun. Like, I remember I was just super paranoid, and I just wanted it to like be over as soon as possible, which is like a really bad mindset to have when you're smoking. So yeah, I'm just like waiting there for it to end, and everybody's looking at me and they're like asking me, they're like, bro, how you feeling? You know what I mean? They could tell, they're like, how you feeling? I was like, oh, I'm feeling good, but like, I was lying. I felt like shit. Like, I just wanted that shit to be over. So I ended up putting in my headphones. I tried blasting Lil Uzi, because nobody's better than Lil Uzi, right? He's the GOAT. And I remember I was vibing for a little bit, right? But then I started realizing, I was like, bro, like, we're in a class. Well, it wasn't like a regular classroom. I don't know why I didn't mention this in the beginning, but it was like a portable. Yes, film studies class was in a portable. And I remember I ended up thinking, I was like, bro, like, I'm in a portable. Like, there's a teacher right there. I could get in trouble right now. And like, I started tripping. I don't know why, but like, I was like, oh, my parents, I'm gonna get home and they're just gonna know. They're gonna know that, they're gonna have this gut feeling. And then class ended up ending. I start walking out. I shake everybody up. I'm like, all right, I'm about to go to the bus. Thanks for letting me hit your pen or whatever. And they're just all like, bro, like, you need anything, hit me up. Like, you good? You sure you're good? And I'm just like, yeah, it's whatever. I'm gonna go to the bus. So yeah, I end up walking to the bus, and I remember when I got on the bus, I just sat with like my homie, and I acted like everything was normal. He couldn't really tell, so I mean, that was good, I guess. Yeah, I just kind of like sat in there, acted like everything was normal. And I remember I was like tripping in my head, but like, I was fine in person, but in my head I was tripping out, like scared that I was gonna get caught, right? I don't remember, like, this is the weird thing about this experience. I don't remember walking home. I remember getting on the bus, but I don't remember like the bus stopping and me walking home. I just remember getting home. Like, I don't know why, it's like a blur. Like, I don't remember doing it for some reason. But yeah, so I get home. I don't remember how, but I get home, and I remember I went upstairs and I hopped right on my PlayStation. Started up Fortnite, because this was back when Fortnite was like in its peak. This was like season 2, right? So I hop in party chat with all my homies, and we're all just like messing with each other like we always do. We're all being toxic towards each other, just like, regular PlayStation like stuff, right? And I remember I played like maybe 3 matches with them, and like, I remember just thinking in my head, I was like, I can't play this. Like, I'm not even having fun, because I was so like paranoid. Like, I did not enjoy this at all. So what I ended up deciding I was gonna do is I was just gonna take a nap. I was like, I'm gonna sleep this off. When I wake up, I'll be all good. So yeah, I just like hopped off. I turned my PlayStation off without saying bye to them or anything. I just turned that shit off, and I like hopped up in my bed. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty lit. Like, laying in that bed while I was stoned was definitely a good time. That was a vibe. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. Before I like went to bed, I looked in the mirror, and my eyes were super bloodshot. So that was also another reason I wanted to lay down, because like, I was like, if my mom gets home and sees me like this, I'm done for. But yeah, I wake up from the nap, and I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling normal again. I'm like, let's go. Like, I got through the day. But now I had to go downstairs and face my mom. And like, I felt a little guilty inside, you know what I mean? But it's whatever, I guess. Went downstairs, I said, what's up? She didn't suspect anything, so I was like, let's go. I got through the day. It was a really rewarding feeling, like getting away with that, I guess. But yeah, that's basically the end of this story. I just want to say thank you guys so much for the support again. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. For the lack of uploads this past week, I'm gonna hit y'all with a banger soon. Trust me, I got a really funny video idea, and I hope you guys do enjoy it. It's coming soon, alright? So with all that said, thank you guys again. Appreciate everything, and peace out.